and welcome back to more Animal Crossing New Horizons. So last time we just started day 5 and kind of started our daily routine. This time we're gonna continue that routine basically. We have a lot of fossils to start digging up and work towards museum completion, and of course we have money rocks and mineral rocks. Again, I don't know exactly what to call them because, you know, they don't always drop bells, so I'm not sure what the actual term for these would be. You might notice my inventory was slightly off. I actually forgot to check if that was the case. I did have one failed attempt at an intro for this video, so all I did in this video was collect one tree branch. So if my tree branch count was off from last video, that's why. So yeah, we're growing more flowers here. Just by planting a bunch and watering them periodically, we get more flowers. So that's also part of our routine, is to water plants periodically. We already got the bells, so that's one less thing to worry about. But there's still tons of minerals that we can get, and frankly, because of iron being kind of rare, it pays to actually go out of our way to actually hit every rock with our shovel, which is actually kind of cool, because previously rocks didn't really have much of a purpose other than bells. New Leaf tried with the addition of gems. But other than that, there really wasn't really a point to go out of your way to hit rocks with a shovel. The original game, actually, specifically the Japanese-only re-release of the Western version, again, that's a whole complicated story of Animal Crossing being released in Japan, and then re-released for GameCube because it was originally N64. Then the GameCube version got re-released in the West for the first time with a bunch of new content, and then it got re-released in Japan another time with the Western content and even more new content. But for example, in the Japanese-only final re-release, if you hit every rock, you unlock the ability to visit Resetti's Reset Center, which is only in that one game until, I think, City Folk is the first international game to include the Reset Center, and it comes back for New Leaf. Obviously, this game has auto-saving again, why I might have a slightly off inventory count periodically when going between sessions if I have to restart recording for whatever reason. I can't just I can't just quit the game because it'll remember which items I've picked up to some extent. So I've learned that it's good to shake trees with the net out, just in case of wasps. Basically, if you manage to have your net out when the wasp nest drops, then you're in a much better position to catch them than trying to fumble through your inventory. So yeah. And probably a good idea would be to hit trees with the axe that you already have checked do not have wasps, so you're not caught off guard. That is gold, so that's important. So I assume this gold nugget can be used for crafting eventually. I don't think we have any recipes that use it though, and also have no idea how to unlock recipes that would use it. But yeah, this is basically my routine in Animal Crossing. Play like half an hour to an hour every day on my own time. This is how I basically play New Leaf, just kind of log in every day a little bit, get the respawning bells and items, and talk to everybody. As a Let's Play, it's a little bit awkward trying to plan around all this because, quite frankly, the randomness means I can't exactly predict if something cool is gonna happen, That's why it's a simultaneously cool blind let's play and a frustrating blind let's play, because I never know when something neat's gonna happen, so I just have to kind of wing it. This is definitely gonna be a 2-video kind of day, because yeah, there just isn't a whole lot going on. It's a very peaceful day on their little island. Again, hopefully something will happen eventually, that's gonna, you know, catch me off guard, like Harvey. That was really cool when he just kind of showed up, actually, because, yeah, I really didn't see it coming, and just had to kind of scramble to start recording again. But yeah, we haven't had anything like that since, and, once we get, like, yeah, the Able Sisters visiting, I also need to take back something I said last time. I was talking about how, like, in the previous session I was talking about, you know, characters like Sahara, I think? And then I immediately read later on that Sahara apparently was already confirmed, somewhere. So yeah, I guess Sahara might be in the game, from what I could tell. So yeah, I think Sahara was one of the ones I mentioned in the last session, so yeah, I have to take that back, obviously. So a couple things I did want to talk about are the overall, like, feeling of this game, and it's like, it feels at this point very serene, because it's just a handful of villagers, not a ton of settlement yet. We're still very much just on a deserted island. It's not developed at all. I have a feeling the entire vibe of the game is gonna feel a lot better, as we work towards the perfect town stuff and the customization stuff, because I think right now the game is still kind of easing us into the routine, but once we get the ability to make pathways, make better bridges, more bridges, slopes, to the upper levels, and so on, it's gonna be fun really going crazy and trying to make the town as good as possible. And I'm not sure how much of that I am going to show. I kind of want to show some of the customization, but I think it also might be fun to do some of it off screen, and then come back the next day and be like, hey, this is what I did with my town. And we also might get to a point where, because I've done so many videos per day, there's no shortage of videos at this point. There might be days where I skip because nothing noteworthy happens, and then I can just take the footage I do have and stick it into the next video. So yeah, I might not do videos for every day, because again, like, days like this really didn't have anything special going on as far as I can tell at the moment. Again, maybe things will open up later. You know, some characters, some special visitors only come out at night, so there's a potential that more things could happen. I also forgot to check on Nook Miles. Furniture Freshener, give your furniture that personal touch that you can unlock and you can unlock miles. The more items you refurbish, the more miles you can get, So, yeah, I didn't customize a ton, but I guess I did enough. You are aware that furniture and clothing you buy is added to your Nook shopping catalog, yes? Were you also aware that you can earn miles for a large catalog? Well, you certainly are aware now. This is gonna feel daunting. Catalog completion in Animal Crossing is always one of those things that's cool to me, but I almost never strive for it because it's so much work. And this game obviously does, like New Leaf, have achievements for catalog completion. I think New Leaf's went up to 90%. So I actually wonder how much this game is gonna go for. But yeah, I don't mind the Nook Miles. I do like the ability to earn little rewards for just doing tasks. A lot of times you don't even need to directly go out of your way to try to complete a task, you just kind of do it on your own. Like, hey, I just caught a lot of bugs because, you know, getting money is good because then you can pay off your debt, and then voila, Nook Miles. It's like the self-perpetuating cycle of rewards, basically. You're doing one thing because it benefits you, and then you get additional rewards beyond just the rewards from doing said action. But yeah, I do feel a little bit left out because of how many cool things I've been seeing other people unlock. And then here I am 2 days in a row with like not really anything going on. So yeah, it's just luck of the draw. Just haven't had the best time with that, but oh well. Things should start picking up soon, hopefully. But for now, we can donate a bunch of stuff. We're gonna assess all the fossils first, for obvious reasons, and then donate. So that sounds to me like not all of them need to be donated, because he said that there's one that, yeah, the Iguanodon skull is already donated, so that's good. So there you go. So what's tell me about this? And what, did you find something rare? Let me take a look and perhaps I can tell you a bit about it. So I guess this is a case of, because when you donate in bulk, you can skip Blather's text on each individual bug or fish or fossil. So if you want to see what he has to say about a particular thing, you can show it again without donating, so you can get the text. That's kind of cool. Kind of a nifty way to circumvent that whole situation. I'm also finding this game is not very nice to night owls because you really can't sell things late like you could in New Leaf. I miss... And again, this might be something that we do unlock eventually, but I am missing, ordinances. In New Leaf, you can set ordinances that let you change things like when shops open and close. Like, for example, there's a night owl ordinance, or an early... I think it's early bird or night owl. Which basically means things open early or late, respectively. There's the wealthy town, which means things sell for more. What else? There's beautiful town, which means the weeds don't pop up as often and flowers don't wilt. But for example, the night owl ordinance is amazing for the early game when you need to collect a lot of bells, because then you can go to retail, the shop run by Reese and Cyrus, and you can just sell tons of items. A really successful method of bell farming is to go to the island in that game and just catch as much as you can, come back and sell it all late at night. I used to do tons of runs to the island using the night ordinance. So again, maybe when we unlock the full resident services, which I hope is soon too, maybe then we'll be able to unlock ordinances, but I haven't heard anyone talk about that either. Also, it's really easy to check special visitors. Like, I've specifically seen images of, like, you know, characters who set up shop tend to show up at the town square, so having a house located really close to the town square is really nice because, you know, I can just pop out of my house and run over here, and I can easily see if something special is going on, like Harvey. But yeah, pretty quiet, pretty uneventful. So we're gonna wrap up pretty soon. Another message in a bottle. So yeah, it pays to check the beach periodically. Apollo. I was cleaning my house and found this old DIY recipe. I thought up. I just had to share it. So I stuffed it into a bottle and floated it to you. Don't tell anybody else about this. Apollo is also a cool character. He's an eagle, I think. Modeling clay. I keep getting DIY recipes and messages in a bottle from cool characters, but I'm not getting the actual, characters themselves, which I find slightly typical. Again, like Tom, while not really my favorite cat character, I do like him because he was in my very first town, if I'm not mistaken. Basically, I like all the cat characters, no bias there. And I like a lot of other characters too. Again, penguins and cats are my two go-to species for characters. Like, if you name a cat or a penguin, there's a very good chance I like them. So yeah, I like a lot of the dog characters, the squirrels, the you know, like a couple of ducks actually, because nostalgia. But yeah, a lot of the characters are. I can't really generalize a lot of the character types very much, but yeah, cats. I can only think of like one cat I don't particularly care about. Feel free to speculate in the comments which one it is, I guess. But yeah, there is a chance that someone can show up at night, like Wisp. In which case, yeah, I'm still keeping an eye out for Wisp at night, just in case, because I will show footage of that. I caught an orchid mantis. Our friendship is blooming. Neat. So yeah, now that we have access to the cliffs, we have access to more bugs, because flowers. So yeah, I feel like, for me, again, this is a thing from my town specifically, I do feel like my progression has kind of halted, and yeah, that's not really, I mean, it's kind of the game's fault, because just the random generation of events isn't in my favor, but still, I guess that's part of the charm of Animal Crossing. You never know what you're gonna get. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow, we'll get something more exciting. But yeah, this is kind of how the Let's Play is gonna end up at some point, though. This is like a sneak peek at the overall flow of the project. At some point, obviously, we're gonna run out of things to do, like special events. I do plan on doing videos where I show off different holidays and patch items, but I may just do videos periodically of just checking in on our town for like 1 or 2 videos, and just seeing what's up. Just kind of hanging out, showing what I've done between videos. And yeah, at some point, this happened with GameCube too, it just kind of settled into a bit of a lull where like, we did everything we could, so we just had to kind of call it there. For now, I'm still really enjoying this playthrough, even though in days like these, not a whole lot is happening. I still don't feel like time traveling yet, just because I want to see how much I can get on my own without time traveling. But yeah, that's gonna be it for now. So, gonna save and quit, and we'll resume this on day 6. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more Animal Crossing New Horizons.